All right.
All right, brother, we're live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. RJ, how you doing? How you living? How you feeling?
Good. Everything is good. Don't mind my voice break right there. Everything's good. Week was good, and the Mets are in black jerseys tonight, so that's always nice. And
You gotta switch the mojo.
Yeah.
You gotta switch that mojo up.
Well, they're coming off of a sweep, so they're playing a little bit better. But they got the Dodgers. Then they fly to San Francisco. Then they go to LA, and then they come back to New York to play the Giants. So it's 13,
a little bit of a gauntlet.
13 games of hell right now. But we'll see how it is. Mookie Betts is out. Somebody else is out too. Justin Turner's out, but the Mets are down 2-0 already. So it is what it is. It is what it is. But we're back in action, man. Coming off a nice week at Saratoga. How'd you do last week?
Yeah, Whitney week, man. That was a fantastic card, top to bottom. Everything was great about Saturday. I can't remember the number off the top of my head of how much it generated.
30s. It was in the 30s.
Wasn't it like 38 million?
Yeah, it was something like that. I was gonna say 37. I was gonna say 37. Yeah. So
I think it was something like that. So fantastic week. Money was made. Money was spent. Whitney card's always tough. I think I won 3 races, or maybe I think I won 2. You won 3, maybe something like that, or maybe we went 2 and 2 or something. I can't really remember off the top of my head, but it was tough. It was a tough card for sure. I will say that this jockey race is interesting now. There's a lot of we're at this point. We're about halfway through. We're about halfway through the meet at Saratoga now, and Louis strong. Louis sitting strong up on top. Irad and Jose are chasing, and there's plenty of time, plenty of mounts. They could catch him, but Louis has made a point to right now where it's like, I'm here, like you gotta come get me. Which leads me into my next point, which is we got an interesting card here because Louis is actually spending this Saturday in Arkansas. So he won't be at Saratoga Saturday. So tomorrow we got a chance here for maybe Jose and Irad to make some ground. Irad won one race, I believe, Wednesday and one race today. So he's been a little cold. He really has. And I don't think it's him. I think he's getting good mounts, but I think he's got a little bit of a target and guys are coming for him, and a guy like Louis, he's making a lot of money with Mike Maker, who's still the number 1 trainer right now, so Chad Brown's going to get, Chad Brown's horses are going to start firing. So you're going to see Irad and Jose get some more, more attention. Same thing with Todd Pletcher, but Mike Maker is he's so hot in the training right now with Louis as his rider. They can't be stopped.
Nah, that just, sometimes that happens. And I want to call the Louis ascend, because on here somewhere I was talking about Luis Saez is a good rider and we should be paying attention to him because he wins a lot of races and he's shown it at Saratoga. So good for him.
Absolutely. Yeah. You and my dad both. My dad said it 2 years ago, but the year before COVID, when we were up at the track, it was like the second or third day we were there. And he said, this Luis Saez is going to win the jockey colony one of these years. And here we are 2 years later, and he's just crushing it. You said it. Yeah, you did. I think you said it at the beginning of the Belmont meet this year. Said you got to watch out for Louis. I mean, he's on fire.
Yeah. What's going on with Arkansas this week? They got a nice race.
I think it's Arkansas, but I think it is. I think he's racing something over there. Okay. I think it's like a stakes race, but I think it's because it's a horse he's on. Like,
okay, yeah.
He's skipping to ride one horse, but he's going to race the whole day.
Yeah, kind of sucks. Yeah, kind of sucks. No, you know what I mean? Like, you got a Saratoga, you got a nice lead, and then you leave the day. But that does leave the door open for Irad and Jose to make up some ground. And I'm sure that they know that they can make up some ground tomorrow. I'm sure that's a point of pride for both of them. They're both, I mean, Irad's punched another jockey in the face before, for getting in front of him. I'm sure there's a sense of pride, among them,
Yeah. Who was that? Was that Paco Lopez? I think he punched in the face.
I think
Paco Lopez. I'm looking. I got it right here. So right now, Louis got 36 in first place. Damn. Jose's in second with 30, and Irad's in third with 28. So this is if Irad or Jose win 3 races tomorrow, they're right there. Yeah, they're right. This thing starts to really heat up again. So like I said, I'm excited. This is gonna be a nice Saturday. We got some good stakes races here. I believe there's 2 on this card this weekend, including the 4-star Dave, which is always a fantastic race. We got some familiar faces.
Yeah, Saratoga Special Stakes.
Yeah, there's that one and the 4-star Dave. Yep. We got some familiar faces. Raging Bull's back. We got a couple good horses in here that we've liked for a while. Maybe we've liked them too much, and now we got to get away from them. We'll see here. This is a good card. It got a couple dirty races, but those are those ones always make a little buck in.
Yes, sir.
All right, you ready? Let's get rolling.
Those dirty races have been going off for there was like an $1,000 exacta last week, or a $1,000 trifecta last week. It's like, God.
Yeah,
damn.
remember that there was that, and there was the super. It was like the super 10-cent super paid $1,000. The 50-cent triple paid like $800, like something for 50 cents. Like that's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man, it's Saratoga. It's some of those races.
So you want me to start off here?
Yeah, kick it off. Go ahead, take race 1. All
right, Saratoga race 1, turf, 5.5 furlongs, 3-year-olds, maiden special weight, $85,000. I've got it 7-1-2-4. What do you got it?
I got it 2-7-5-1.
Okay. So tell me what you like. I like this War Smoke. 1 race, 1 place. Has beaten Giramonte, the horse I have in second. I like that Irad is back on the saddle here, and I think this horse has a decent chance. I think Irad makes up ground. I think he's going to make it a point of contention to try to make up ground here first. So I'm taking a shot with him coming out the gate hot. Tell me what you like about Suit of Armor, Brad Cox and Tyler Gaffleon.
Yeah, real quick, I agree with everything you say about the 7, and look at the way he closed his last race. He started out in 10th, a little bit of a big field in a 5.5 race, so maybe he bumped at the start. Okay, so he bumped a little bit. Then he went 10th to 5th to 2nd. Real nice closing pace you got there. So I really think this race, based on paper, sets up for a lot of early speed. So he could be the one running them down, which is why I think he's the likely favorite, the logical favorite here. Before I talk about the 2, which was my top pick, King Angelo, I can't take him again.
So I left him off
3 races in a row.
I left him off because I thought you were going to take him.
I can't. I took him. I got him third. I picked him third. He's a good horse, but I had him 3 back at Aqueduct in April. He lost for me as the favorite. Finished third. I had him 2 back at Belmont for the week before we started our final Furlong season 2. Odds-on favorite, came in third, and I had him again at Belmont during our season, and he finished second as the favorite. So, as much as I like the horse, I love the name. I can't keep going back to the well there. I gotta get off of him eventually. So I went with a first-time starter in the 2, Suit of Armor. I don't typically go first-time starters in maiden races, but Tyler's been riding really well. Brad Cox is a super hot trainer right now. He's up there with Mike Maker and Todd Pletcher. This horse was purchased for $85,000. He's by Frosted and Miss Catalyst, like the lineage. These workouts, man, he's been flying in the morning. 4 furlongs fast, 4 furlongs fast, 5 furlongs fast. He's really, really been cruising, and they say sometimes horses that work out well in the morning, sometimes they don't run too well in the afternoon. It doesn't always translate, but on paper, the horse is running well, and he's got good lineage. He's got a good jockey, got a good trainer. The only hurdle for me is how's he going to break? How's he going to come out of the gate? So if he comes out clean, I think Tyler's got a shot here. I think this is, like I said, I think this is a live horse, and he's 6-1, man. I'm taking prices. I got some chalky ones here, but I'm taking some prices. So I like this horse here at 6-1, this too.
Yeah, I also like the 1 Giramonte 6-1 as well. The 1 horse Eric Kinsel's riding. It's Leah Giramatti is the trainer.
Yeah, Leah Giramatti, and the horse is Giramonte. So I'm wondering if there's something there. I don't know if there is or not. She's also a part owner of this horse too. So they might have named it after her or something of the, you know what I mean? I don't know.
I like this horse. 4 out of 7 in the money, but no wins. I think it might just be a loser. You know what I mean?
Finished third. Yeah, finished third last time. Well, that was what I circled and wrote on here. He finished third by a neck. So when you look at it and it says War Smoke came in second. So you look, okay, War Smoke finished second by a neck. So this horse that beat them, this Nero, he won. All three horses were like noses apart at the wire. Yeah. So then why is the 7, who's coming out of the same race as the 1, why is the 7 9-5 and the 1 6-1? You know what I mean? I would like to see that race replay and see why there's a disparity of so much, even though the finish was so close. But, you know, when you look at the form, it does say that the 7 got bumped, like we said, and he closed really, really well. So the 7 might just be a freak. You know, that's the thing. You find out a lot about these horses in these 85,000 maidens. You really do.
And the 4 Dashing Circles is it's a 20-1 right now with Jose Ortiz on the mount, and it's a maiden race. It's been in the money 2 out of 3 times. I think it's got a shot. So I think it's just look out for him. All right, race 2.
I like it. Yeah, race 2. We got another maiden coming right back at you. 100,000 maiden special weight, going 6.5 furlongs on the dirt. I got it 9,752. RJ, what do you got?
I got it 7,396.
Asking for a Baskin, a 7 horse. He's another one. Same thing in the first race. I couldn't go back to the well. Had him twice last 2 races, and he just has ripped my heart out of my chest.
Yeah. So the thing I do like about asking for a Baskin is that Mahamel and Ducal are both pretty good horses here. So I think in a maiden, it may have a shot. It's also coming down a half furlong from Ducal and Mahamel. And I don't know if it was close races. Both of those races were decently close. So maybe the half furlong got him a bit. Maybe I'm wrong here, but 500K purchase. So I'm hoping, for the 8 to 5 price, maybe the figs are good enough to get it through. But tell me what you like here. Yeah, so
I like I said, I got it 9,752. So I do think asking for a Baskin is going to be in the money. I do think it's a good horse. $500,000 they bought it for. It's got to run it. It's got to run to its price eventually. The 9 horse. The reason why I went with Laughing Boy, Jose Ortiz, 3 Chimneys Farm, Kenneth McPeak. They bought this horse for $400,000 by Distorted Humor. Very good. What I like to see though is something. So 7 furlongs, like we talked about last week, is almost like the perfect distance to kind of get what you want to see out of a horse. So 7 furlongs, they sent him out for $86,000. 7 furlongs, he finished 9th. The horse didn't run. He got stuck inside. He got shuffled and he faded. So the horse hated every bit about that race. So they stretched him out to a mile, his next race. Led the whole way around and finished 3rd. Okay, so what's that tell me? They stretched him out because they wanted to give him some space, see what he could do. Couldn't close. So what do? You cut him back in distance. I love going from a mile when a horse ran really, really well and clearly improved from his first race. Now he gets the distance, not 7. He gets 5.5 here, or 6.5, quick sprint. I think this horse, he's got a shot. If he breaks well from the outside, I think Jose is going to have one thing and it's going to go. And that's what I'm kind of counting on. He's 5-2, but I think asking for a Baskin is going to be the heavy favorite. I think a lot of people are going to tout this horse money wise a little bit higher than he should. I don't think he should be 8-5 and the 9 should be 5-2. I think the 7 should be 2-1 and the 9 should be 3-1, if not, around that same area. I think there's not enough to separate those two for me. So that's why I got it 9-7, because I think it's pretty close. I do like the 5, Sound Money. He's my 3rd choice. I don't love his races. As you can tell, he's not raced really well. But 8-1 Clarovich Stables, I read, scares me a little bit.
I know. The only horse I want to note here also is the 6. Can you hear me now? It's 50-1 right now, but it's got 5 races on its ledger and it's been in some 90Ks. Harkey's given some good rides. If he comes up with some genius here, maybe you get something. Maybe you clips a superfecta or something. Just note it. It's 50-1. I put it as my toss up because why the hell not? And then the 3 sticky issue with Ricardo Santana. Ricardo's going to grab a race here, one of them. So, we'll figure which one it'll be. So maybe
he's gonna get one. He's gonna get one at some point Saturday or tomorrow.
How's the weather supposed to be tomorrow? It's supposed to be nice, or
the humidity's supposed to break. It's supposed to be a good day. They had some storms roll in this afternoon, so the third to last race got delayed a little bit because it was one of those. It was beautiful all day, and all of a sudden it downpoured. There was lightning. They couldn't put it's just one of those days. But tomorrow looks good. Looks like it's gonna be about, I think, 80 degrees, sunny. Should be a good day of racing. Should be, and I like days like today where you get a little rain, not a lot, little rain, so it gives you a nice little moisture in the grass.
Yep.
I like it.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so that's recap. I got it 9.752 in race 2. RJ has it 7.396. Sir. Race 3. Race 3, we're going to go a mile and a 16th on the inner turf, $103,000 allowance race. So a nice allowance here. You got some horses that made some money, a lot of races, a lot of lineage. I got it 5.829. You got?
I get it 1X, 1 and 1A because you get all three of them. 5.34. I like the 1X a tone. Tyler Gaffalione, but it may not race. Tyler Gaffalione may not be on this horse
because he's on both right now. He's on the 1X and the 1A first line right now,
which kind of sucks. I hope he's on a tone because I like the balance in this horse's figures. 2 to 3 in the money at this distance with a win. I think the balance helps. And
so I will say, I think the 1X is the most. I think the 1X is going to be the only one that races.
Okay.
Because actually I lied. No. That's right. The one is going to race as well. But the 1A is entered for main track only. So and the 7. So the 1A and 7 are only running if this gets rained off the turf. So with that being said, that means Tyler is going to hop from the 1A to the 1X. So you're going to get Tyler on the horse that you like the most in the trio.
Mm-hmm. I'm hoping. So and then tell me what you like here.
Yeah, I got a 5.829.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm going with the 5 Quick Attack. I hit this horse at Belmont at a good price last time out. So it's just one of those horses for me, and it won for me. As soon as I printed out the program today, I was just skimming through, just searching for names. As soon as I saw Click Attack, I was like, ooh. So I'm going with that one. Jimmy Jerkins, I like him as a trainer. And I'm just, Eric Cancel, man, he gets good rides. He gets good mounts. He's raced on this horse his last 2 times, came in second by a neck, so he should have won 2 in a row. And then he won by 2 furlongs his last time out over Cold Hard Cash. Cold Hard Cash is racing, I believe, in this race. He's another good horse. So I like that. And I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna let it ride 5-1, Eric Cancel. That's really all. It's really all I kind of liked in this race. It's a $103,000 allowance race, but it's a little tough to skim through. I will mention, because you can't leave them off, St. Joe Louis. Irad Ortiz, Peter Brandt, and Chad Brown. It's another horse that doesn't, he's been favored all 3 times. Look, $1.90, $1.80, $1.90. And he's come in second, first, and sixth. He only ran to his form 1 time, and that was 2 back at Belmont. And he didn't race well at Saratoga on the turf. Saratoga at the turf, he was 2, 3 path, 4 path the whole way around, finished 6th. That's not a good, and he lost to Smile Brian and Alley-Oop Johnny, and Alley-Oop Johnny's in this race too. So I don't know. I like this 8, but he didn't do it for me enough to put him above the 5.
No, I get you there. Yeah, I do like the 5 here as well. 6 for 8 in the money at this distance, and 11 for 13 in the money on turf. So I feel like even if it doesn't win, it should end up in that group. The only other horses that I took shots on other horses because I don't really know what's going on here. 3 right. Tapaloof, 1 and 1 in 2021. In some good pace. It won its last time out, but it doesn't like the distance. It's 0 for 2 at this distance. Hasn't even been in the money. So you're like, whatever. And then the 4 Fair-Haired Boy with Florent Giroux on it. So, you get a little jockey upgrade, but it's another 20-1 horse with experience in the money at this distance, but it's a step up for this horse. So maybe, the horse just comes out flat.
Right.
So I don't know. So I do like the 5 here, though. I'm really liking the 5, and that's what I got to say about this race.
Yeah, I like the 1s too. I left the 1s off because I just didn't love some of the past races, but I do agree with you entirely as I'm looking at it. I think the 1X is the most logical of the three that I would want. So I like your 1.5. I like the 1.58. I think that's a nice little triple and should be good odds with the 5. I think these ones are going to go off favored if I'm not mistaken. Sure. They're going to be 2-1, 9-5 around there. So I think the 5, you're going to get 5-1, good price. I think there's some money to be made in that race. I really do. Race 4. Why don't you take race 4? Because I know your best bet's coming.
All right, race 4. We're on the turf for 1 3/16 miles. 3-year-old females, maiden special weight, $100,000. So I got I'm thinking my best bet is the 2 here. I got a 2, 5, 6, 7 with the 2 investment income being my best bet. It's a $300K purchase. It had a good showing its first appearance, and it's Chad Brown and Irad Ortiz. And all
big upgrade here.
Yeah. You know what? If I got to go with the best bet, I'll go with Chad and Irad. I think that'll help settle my nerves here. But I am a little. This is a good race. This is a really good race. This is some good horses here.
Really good race.
Both the second, third, and toss-up horses I have here, the 5, the 6, and the 7. I could have easily picked them. So tell me what you like here.
Yeah, so I don't have any disagreements with your top 2. I got it 2, 5, 3, 4. Okay. I think you nailed the 2 horse perfectly here. He's getting an upgrade. He is stepping up. So what I like here is that they thought he ran well enough at 45,000 to put him in a $100,000 race, and Irad, Klarovich, Chad Brown, all the 300,000. I mean, this horse, he's gonna get bet. So that's the thing, is he's gonna be a low price. So if you like him, you're not getting the best price for him. I will talk a little bit more about the 5 because I just, like I said, the 2 I'm with you. Shug, man, Shug McGahee. He just wins these maiden races out of nowhere. He did it Whitney Day. He always finds a way to pull some of these maidens out. And it's typically with first-time starters. He's very well with first-time starters. But he gets a horse here that's raced at Saratoga, raced at 100,000. I know it wasn't too good his last race, but Joel Rosario stays there. He's by American Pharoah, so you feel like he's going to love every bit of the mile in 3/16. American Pharoah could run forever. And it seems like he's gone a mile and a mile. So now he's going a mile in 3/16. He's stretching way out. This horse should just eat the ground up, this baby Blythe. I think he's going to like it a lot, and he scares me to pull off the upset. But the 2 is my top choice. I got a 2, 5, 3, 4.
I just like to note here that the 6 Mezcal was a $625,000 purchase for Todd Pletcher, and it's a 10-1 right now. It seems like a pretty insane value in a maiden race. And did you see who the owner of the horse is? It's Bobby Flay. So,
and Bobby has success at Saratoga.
Okay.
He wins races at Saratoga.
And then the 7 Tequila, Eric Hansel. It's only a $75K purchase, but it's kind of like the opposite of the 5, where the 5 is a $325K purchase. His dad is American Pharoah, but it just is kind of disappointed so far. And you're like, you've only returned $10,000 in 2 races. That's kind of disappointing for a horse you think, is going to be pretty, is going to be a top horse. Hopefully it'll race in some stakes races. The 7 Tequila is a $75,000 purchase, but has shown, some quality, 3 for 5 in the money with 3 places. And he's placed in wet and fast surfaces. So even if it rains, this horse is going to be ready to run.
And if you see, quick thing on why, because a lot of people are going to look at this and say, wait a minute, this is a maiden race. The 7 has won a race. The 7 was disqualified in the race that he won because he bumped at some point, just as bumped. He was disqualified and placed second in that race. So even though it says he won, he did not.
Some people call it cheating. Some people call it a competitive advantage.
Yes, sir.
But that's all I got there.
All right. Race 5. Here we go. We got 7 furlongs, Dirty claiming race.
Jesus Christ.
$16,000 claiming race.
Jesus Christ. The first horse has 40 races. The DRF almost takes up the whole screen.
Second horse got 43. The 4 horses got 74.
Jesus. That's all right. That's abuse. 70 races is abuse.
And they're dropping them back in for a $16,000 claim. I mean, you know, my dad and I talked about it a little bit today because there was a horse in the last race. It was a crappy allowance optional claiming race, and he's destroyed the field, won for fun. He was even money, and even Tom Amos was saying it after the race. This horse should not have been in this race. But you know what they do? There's no regulations in these claiming races. So you drop what these owners do. They drop a horse in. They know they're going to win. So they collect the purse and they sell the horse. So it's a double win. You're making double your money off of a cheap situation. And that
seems a bit dirty. Seems a bit dirty.
That's horse racing.
Yeah, I guess.
You know, that's just how it goes. So that's what you're going to see here. You're going to see some horses that if they show form, they could run well, but there's just, oh boy, is this a tough one. Well, anyway, I got it 5-3-7-9. What do you got here?
I got it 6-3-5-1.
Okay. What do you like about 6?
Baby, I'm Perfect. Jose Lezcano and Rudy Rodriguez. We're talking about the king of those claimers. Rudy Rodriguez is the king. So, and they've been working well together, and it's a dirty race. I don't think there's really a clear favorite here. I like the tag, and it's 6-1. So, you know, I'm just taking a shot here. Maybe Jose gets a win on there, but I do like the 5 as well. Maker and Gaffleone. You know, tell me what you like about the 5. Papazar.
Yeah, so Papazar for me was just you know, the perfect kind of tag team with Tyler Gaffleone and Mike Maker. You know, again, just Mike Maker's been hot and Tyler's riding well. I've been on his team for a while, and I'm not getting off. Tyler is just that dude makes me some money, man. He brought me in a horse last weekend. I think the horse paid $17 to win. Like he's just, but I don't even think about it. You know, I just put the bet in and watch him win the race. And that's how you know you got a good jockey, is when you're not even checking the odds. You're seeing who he's on, and you're going to just watch him do his thing. So that's what I'm going here. He's 9-2. And as you can tell, he's been in and out of a lot of people's hands. Just a horse that's been bopped around. I really, RJ, I don't really know why I like them other than Tyler Gaffleone and Mike Maker here. I will talk about the 3 who we both took as our second choice, who I think is the logical winner here. Win with Pride. Irad Ortiz and my boy, you know, Orlando Noda. I really like Orlando Noda. He does a fantastic job with his horses, and he's another one really starting to learn this claiming game. He knows what he's doing in these claiming races for sure. Just like you said, Rudy, who's the king, but Noda's another good one. So I like the 3. I think he's the most logical, and I sprinkled in the 7 and the 9. And that was just, you know, 7 is Ricardo Santana. So like you said a couple races ago, he might get one. So just in case. And the 9, Wagon Boss with Jose Ortiz. That's another one I was into. So I got a 5-3-7-9. And that's all I really got with this race.
Yeah, I do like the 3 here too. 5 for 7 at this distance in the money. So, you know, maybe get 1.
Logical. Yeah.
All right, let's get away. Get away.
Yeah, let's get out of it. All right, race 6. You want to take race 6?
Sure. Yeah, we got a 6 furlongs on the dirt, 2-year-olds made in special weight. So we got some young ones. We got some babies. Got some.
I love these 2-year-olds. I love these 2.
Yeah, me too. It's some fresh blood. It's nice. You know, it's kind of like a mystery box. You don't know what you're gonna get because you've never seen some of these guys run. You're kind of, talking about, what you've seen in practice because you've never seen them run, and usually we get one of them that comes out. You're like, oh, okay, that one's gonna be the one, and you got some beautiful price tags. I mean, I have it 10, 2, 7, 12. I don't know how. What do you have here?
I got it 2, 10, 8, 1.
All right, so we're boxing the 10 and the 2. That's
I agree.
That's gonna happen. But yeah, that 10. Yeah, go.
I think Power Agenda is gonna be tough. I mean, this horse, he looks tough, and I know I'm not a big fan of taking odds on in these maiden special 2-year-olds because anybody can win, but he's just, Rapoli Stables. And, that's like we were talking about. That's the beauty about these 2-year-old races, man. Look at these owners. You got Godolphin, you got Rapoli, you got Mary Lou Whitney Stables, you got Winning Move Stables, you got Winchell Thoroughbreds, you got like Cypress Creek. You got some of the best ownerships, like you just putting their babies out there and seeing what they can get here. So I just think Rapoli Stables, Todd Pletcher, that matchup, Mike Rapoli this past Friday just gave the induction speech for Todd Pletcher into the National Racing Hall of Fame. So that was pretty cool. They're boys, like they're tight. So I think that, they got their jockey, they got their owner, they got their trainer. This could be a horse that's ready to fire for sure. Talk to me about the 10 though, Montauk Point, because this one interested me.
So it's a $550,000 purchase. So, that always catches your eye. Like, ooh. And it's got Jose on the jockey here. So I'm pretty excited. And we got Shug. So, maybe he always has a trick up his sleeve. He's always
Shug, man. I'm telling you.
He's always got something up his sleeve. So I think Shug knows that Jose is gonna give him a good ride, and there's gonna be something there. So I'm taking the chance, and he's already had a race under his belt, and they're sticking with Jose. I like that. I don't think his buyer figures are truly reflective of what they're gonna be when they race this time, because we got a race under its belt. The first race is always interesting because you got to see the way the horse reacts. It's got a chance. It's got, this race is set up for this horse to have a chance here. So I'm taking that chance. I'm hoping 7-2, we get a winner here.
So I almost made him my top choice. Like it was like real close, but I just couldn't avoid all the things of the two. Mm-hmm. But man, I love this 10. Everything you said, spot on. They paid him high ticket. Shug, you get Jose. He's got a race under his belt.
100K race under his belt too.
100,000 race. My favorite thing about that too is he was 5 wide in that race. That horse never was given a chance. He just, he didn't break well. So if he breaks better, and I gave it out 2 episodes ago. I gave out a Son of Violence who won a maiden race with Ricardo Santana. He won for fun. This is a Son of Violence, and these horses run, man. Mm-hmm. He's a good sire, and he produces fast horses early. So this 10, man, he lights up the board for me, but the 2 is just too much to not look at. So like you said, I'm gonna box 210 and hope for the payout wise the 10. Yeah, because I can't single the 2 here. I can't single the 2, but he is gonna be my top choice.
I also just want to note the 12 here, Major General. Joel Rosario gets a $420K Todd Pletcher horse. And I think Joel Rosario is just going to let the horse run, and if he fades, he fades. And then you realize, okay, maybe it's a little long. Maybe we'll cut him back to 5 next time, or maybe he just blows everybody out of the water because they don't know what they've seen.
And that's the cool thing about like these races with a lot of these horses that are first time coming out is like all these trainers are just like, just get out of the gate.
Yeah.
Just get out of the gate and then we'll figure it out.
That's the biggest thing, because the biggest issue with first time racers I always see, especially in notes that, they're always putting up, is that he stumbled out the gate.
Or bumped or pinched. Yeah. Yep. That's true.
And then the 7 Magical Night is 30-1. I got Eric Cancel on my sheet all over the place. And I'm not a big Eric Cancel fan, but he's running into some good prices. And his first race, he had this horse had Ricardo on the saddle, and the horse that beat him has already won a grade 3. Yeah, he's won a grade 3 already. So it's a grade 3 winner. So he faced some good competition. So, maybe he snaps on a superfecta or something. I'm going to play a lot of exotics here. The 10-12. I don't know. I like it. This is going to be an interesting race. They got a bunch of things going here. I'm keying the 6 off, because this is going to be one of the good ones of this card.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree. I think this is arguably one of the like most competitive races from top to bottom that we have all day. So I don't think you're making
the 3 and the 4. I'll figure it out. 3, 12-1. He's $172,000 horse. Duke of Edinburgh is the 4 horse, 15-1. He's $140K purchase. I mean, there's some. Poof.
And these maiden races, man, you know how it is. You have more of an advantage if your horse has experience. So even though the 7 is 30-1, he's got experience, and not a lot of these horses have it. So if he gets out well at 30-1, man, maiden races, I've seen crazier.
For sure.
For sure. Race 7, you want it?
Yeah, give it to me. Race 7, inner turf, 1 mile, 3-year-olds and up, $40,000 claimer. It's a little ugly, but not as ugly. It's got a good. I'm not gonna say it. I was close. It's a butter show. It's a butter show. It's a butterface. It's everything butterface. You had I had to say it, but I said it in a better way than I was gonna say it. So I'm proud of myself. But
that's awesome. What do you got here?
I got it 4, 13, 3, 11. Jesus Christ. I'm all over the place with this race.
But like we said in the pre-show, I think you're on a cut. This 13's good and the 11's good. I'm nervous though that the 13 isn't going to race. I think the 12, 13, 14 all could potentially not race.
Yeah, I know.
So that makes me a little nervous, but I think you got some logical reasons to like these outside horses. I really do. And, I got it 3, 4, 9, 5. And the 9 for me is a horse I didn't want to leave off. Public information, 12-1. So
me too.
I fully understand. What did it for you for the 4?
420K purchase. It's a 4 and it's in a 40K claimer. How we were, we were talking about, they put them in so they'll get the win and then they sell them off. That seems like they're trying to win here and then sell them off and make some of its money back.
Definitely not in his best form in his last couple races, but that doesn't mean he can't get back to his maiden. The race that he broke his maiden at was his best race with IRAD.
And I think maybe the mile here will help because it keeps running bigger races and then keeps falling behind. Like gets in, gets out, keeps running and then falls. So maybe we cutting back a little bit. 1 mile is good. It's not too far, but it's still, it's still got a bit of pace in it. So maybe it doesn't, maybe it doesn't fall here, but,
and he's coming out of, this is a 40,000 and he's coming out of 80, 80, 72 and 72. So, I mean, this horse has never raced for less than 63 in his life. So you can tell this is just, everybody's just kind of like, this horse might not have been what we thought he was going to be. Let's see if we can, pick up a little money here.
Yeah, I'm hoping,
He's 1-for-1 at Saratoga too.
Yeah, and has never raced this distance, so maybe something good here. But I do like the 3 assiduously. Javier Castellano.
Thank you so much for saying that name first. That's my top choice. I was terrified of saying that.
Assiduously, yeah. Jesus Christ, they've got some today. Yeah, it's just like, geez,
there's a couple,
Christ, you know what I mean?
I was doing my picks. I said I almost don't want to take this horse because I don't.
Right. No, there's one in the next one where it's like, Jesus Christ, I've been trying to say it all day. I can't say it. but I do like assiduously because it's a horse. It's got some graded stakes experience, and then it drops down to a dirty claimer. So, and 3 and a 7.
Another one that just didn't run to its form.
3-7 on turf, 2-3 at this distance, and it's got a win here. And then the 11 Holy Emperor, 2 for 2 in the money at this distance with great late speed, 3 for 7 in the money in 2021. And, Ricardo Santana always has a chance in a poop field. So.
Yeah, no, I agree. I got it 3, 4, 9, 5. Like I said, I went with the 3 as my top choice.
What's the 3 again?
Assiduously.
There you go.
Thank you. I like those shippers on the grass. So, I'm going to take that and I'm just going to hope that he runs the race that he should run. I mean, he's got good form going in front. He's got a little bit of some form chasing him. So I don't know. I think this is a little bit of a vulnerable field though. So I think there's, I think the 9 is live. I think those horses on the outside that you were talking about are live. one horse that I do want to talk about is the 5 Amistad, and that's Eric Cancel, man, 12-1. I think he's something's coming. You know what I mean? Something fishy's coming. One of these races, you're gonna look up and be like, "Holy shit! A 20-1 horse just won that race," and this could be one of the races that it happens in. I think, I think so. So I got it 3-4-9-5. You got it 4-13-3-11. We good here?
Yep, good.
Let's see. Let me get my paper straight. I print these things. It drives my dad nuts too. I print these things and they're front and back. So like sometimes they get a little finagled on you, and it's just all. Yeah.
If you need me to take it, I got it. I'm ready.
No, I got it. We're good. Okay. Saratoga race 8, $103,000 allowance, going 7 furlongs on the dirt. I got this 5-1, so you're getting a 1A. 5-1-3-2. That's how I got this. I
got a 4-3-5-1A. So you also get the 1.
Yeah, so we're pretty close here. What do you like about the 4 Speaker's Corner?
I think it broke poorly its first time out, and then it came in third. So it was real bad start and came in third. It broke well, and then it won. So I'm hoping here that it breaks well, but this is a tough race, $103,000 allowance race. And I like a good amount of horses in this race. So I'm hoping that it builds some character here. It shows that it's got some hair on its horse chest. But it's going to have to show up to win, but it's Jose Ortiz. So, you always feel like you got a shot when you got Jose on the mount.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like the pick. I didn't put him in my top 4, but I mean, Godolphin Stables, Bill Ma, Jose Ortiz won his last time out. I mean, there's a lot to like about the 4 for sure. And you're going to get a good price. I went with the 5 Ducali. Because
that's the one, man. That's the one. I was like, fuck, I didn't want to pick this one because I didn't want to say his name. It's like, what the hell is the name of this horse?
He's Brad Cox, Manny Franco, Juddmont Farms, and thanks to DRF, it puts things out for you that you really, you might not know. So over Brad Cox's last 5 years, when he sends out a horse that has won its maiden, the next time out, it wins at 30%, which is, where is it? 11 for 37. So that's not a bad clip. You're getting 30% of the time when he sends a horse out after breaking its maiden, it wins. So I'm going to go ahead and go with that. And this horse looks strong, man. I mean, he ran really well in the first race. He closed 4th to 2nd. Okay. And that was a good race. Got disqualified because he brushed a little bit on the inside. So he got dropped. Okay. Next race out, like a madman at the top of the stretch, finished first with Manny Franco. I mean, just absolutely crushed Asking for a Basket. And that was the race I had Asking for a Basket. That's why I couldn't take him, because it was such a brutal beat that day. But looking at it, Ducali's pretty good. So I get
he's a good horse.
Yeah, I get why he beat him. And Asking for a Basket, I think, could win in the early race. So that could be a good setup for this horse here. So I'm rolling with the 5. I think he's going to be tough. I think this is a tough race. I think he's one of the best horses of the day. So I got 5-1, 1A, 3-2. The ones are going to be tough for sure. You got Mahamel, who that's another repeat offender. He just doesn't seem to get the job done. And then the 1A. A Shiaham, I don't know, man. That's all. I gave you 2 good shots there,
dude. It's like, come on, like at least they could break it out for us. You know what I mean? They could give us you know what I mean? They could
sound it out underneath.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
the horses deserve that.
Yeah,
I agree. They shouldn't let my dumbass botch their name up.
Just give me how to pronounce, how to sound it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I also like the 3 here, 10 for 10. You've got it too. I've got it as well. 400.
Yeah, I got it as my 3rd choice.
410K purchase here with an allowance race under the belt. I trust Shug McGahee. My hope is that the horse can get a good get to show her place. It's a good race for this horse.
410,000 they bought him for, and he's by Frosted, and that's there's a lot there to like about him for sure.
Right?
Good there.
Good there.
All right, race 9. We got the first stakes race of the day. Nice sprint on the dirt, 6.5 furlongs, grade 2 Saratoga special stakes, $200,000 purse. So a little bit of a smaller purse for a grade 2. Typically you see grade 2s 350 and up, but still good race, really good race. You got some horses in here that, you know, I've always been a fan of Gunite. I think he's one of Steve Asmussen's best horses. He broke his maiden last time in impressive fashion. So I think he's going to be tough. He's a 2 horse. I got him in my 4. I have it 8, 1, 2, 10. So just looking at the names, like I said, that Gunite was just one of the horses that I saw right away. And I was like, man, that's a good horse. I've watched him a couple times. The only horse that I will say is going to get me, and he's going to be a good price, is Johnny V on this 7 Double Thunder. I mean, this horse won his last 2 races. He's very, very good. He's stepping up a little bit, but he's still coming out of a grade 3. So yeah, the 7 scares me, but I got it 8, 1, 2, 10. RJ, what do you got?
I got it 7, 6, 4, 3. So yes, I agree with you. The 7.
I forgot you had the 7.
I was looking at it too. I really liked it. I almost picked the 6. The 6 is Stolen Base. I love the name of that horse. So I really almost picked it. But no, the 7, it won a grade 3 its last time out, 2 for 2 in the winner's circle. It's, you know, getting out the gate and improving. It also likes to stalk and run, and this is a 6.5, so it's going to get the chance to stalk and run a bit. So, you know, I think it gets a chance here, but I do like that 6 Stolen Base, Jose Ortiz, 1 for 1 with a maiden win. It's coming off, you know, it was a smaller field. It was a maiden special weight field that it ran in, but the only horses that could race that had to be purchased for under $45,000 or less. It was a very, very very interesting.
Right.
Like little thing, but it won, and it's coming back up here. But Jose is on the mount here. I wish Tyler was back on the saddle, to be totally honest with you here, but Michael Maker, you know, so you know, I think it has a chance. And then I took a shot at the 4 Keto Dan's 30 to 1, just because no horse is stretched out to 6.5 furlongs, except for this horse. This is the only horse that's rode more than 6.5 furlongs. It's raced at 7. So I was like, yeah, maybe, you know, it's 30 to 1 right now. Maybe they know something that I don't. It ran going 51K maiden special weight, 7 furlongs. So,
right.
You know, maybe it's got a shot here. Chantel Sutherland on the jockey. I don't think
she's pretty good.
Okay. So
yeah.
And then I got the 3 Ottoman Empire. Dylan Davis won $101,000 maiden first time out, and then it sucked the last time when it stumbled. So, but it's seen a good class at the Sanford Stakes, so it's got a good price. But I'm really hoping that the 7 shows up, because I'm putting my eggs in the 7 basket here.
Yeah, man. I'm looking at this. And I was doing it. This race had me. I must have looked at this race for 25 minutes earlier today. I just could not, for the life of me, pick between the 4 that I like. I like Dr. Jeff. He's coming out of a maiden race. That's
kind of a funny name.
He's coming out of Dr. Jeff. He's coming out of a maiden race that he just crushed. I mean, he crushed it, but he didn't. I don't know. He's stepping way up here. So I'm calling an audible, and I'm calling it now early ahead of time. I'm going to switch it. So I'm keeping the 8 in my 4, but I'm taking a shot on the outside with Norm Cassie and Tyler Gaffleone. I'm going with the 10 as my top choice. I'm going to have this 10, 1, 8, 2. 10, 1, 8, 2 is how I'm going with this. I'm making it official. I'm taking Glacial as my top choice. So that's 10, 1, 8, 2. The 1, Nakatomi. Very dangerous on the rail. You know, it stepped way up after winning at 50. This horse won a $58,000 maiden special weight with ease in the slot, and it jumped right into a grade 2, and it was overmatched. I mean, this horse was 14 for $1, so he was one of the higher odds horses, and the poor thing had nothing. It was not ready for it. It was too young for the race that it got put into. So now with another, you know, it was at Royal Ascot too. So what they thought was that this horse is a good horse. Let's try to see if we can push its potential out of it. And I sometimes, I don't love that. I don't think that that's a good way to go about some of these races. So I think he settles back in here of a field that's more of his style. 8-1 on the rail with Javi Castellano. Watch out. This horse could win the race for sure. So I'm going with the 10, Glacial, Tyler Gaffalione, Norm Cassie. Norm Cassie already has a graded win this year with 2-year-olds at Saratoga. So he's training well. This horse is racing well. And I love that Jersey Joe, whatever his name is off this horse. Tyler Gaffalione's on him. He gets a better jockey. And 15-1, man, I'm gonna be real excited if this horse does it for me, because I think he's gonna be an overlay, and I think he goes up a little bit from 15-1. Maybe he goes off 17-1 or so. So wow, that's what I'm rolling with is the 10. I'm taking a shot with the price.
Okay, gotcha.
Race 10, second stakes of the day. We are gonna go 1 mile on the inner turf, and this is gonna be the Grade 1 4-star Dave handicap for $500,000. It's a very good, famous race. 4-star Dave is up there with, it's in the top 5 of the most talked about graded stakes races that they race every summer. So it's going to be a good one, man. And this field does not disappoint. RJ, what do you got?
I got it. 1 Raging Bull, 4 Casa Creed, 8 Blowout, and 6 Got Stormy. So that's 1, 4, 8, 6.
I got it 1, 4, 5, 7. So I'm with you. I turned my back on 2 familiar faces today, King Angelo and Asking for a Basket. Turned my back on 2 familiar faces. I almost did it with Raging Bull because he's got me a couple times. He hasn't been nice to me, but I love this horse, man. He's a monster. He's strong, and when he runs his race, he's phenomenal to watch. He's a handful. And that's, he's definitely the horse to beat here. But Casa Creed, man, he's good. He's good. And him and Raging Bull have met each other a couple times. Casa Creed's coming out of 2 back-to-back wins. I like the 1-4 exact, although I don't think it's going to pay great because the 4 is most likely going to be the second choice. Yeah, maybe the 5 set piece. He's my third choice. He might be the second choice. 1, 4, 5, 7 is how I got it. So the 7 is Field Pass. That's another one I like with Ricardo Santana and Mike Maker. And one horse I do want to just throw out there is Got Stormy, the 6. That horse is just, he's impressive. He's always racing his race. He's run into a couple of really, really good horses. Rushing Fall, Holiday, Daddy is a Legend, Casa Creed, Blowout. He's run into some good horses along the way. So if he brings his A game, he's another one at a price to keep an eye on. But 1, 4, 5, 7 is how I'm going here.
That's the thing about Got Stormy that I'm kind of contemplating, because do female horses fade over time? I think that's a question that it's a decent question, because maybe 2019 Got Stormy was better than Casa Creed. And in this race, I would say, okay, in 2019, Got Stormy is a better horse than Casa Creed. But Casa Creed now, is Casa Creed a better horse than Got Stormy? I would say so. Just, based on last couple times out. Casa Creed won a Grade 1 at Belmont just a couple times out. It looked great, so maybe Casa Creed's just a little bit better. Maybe Got Stormy is just not as good as anymore, but it's a game horse. So Got Stormy always has a chance. And Tyler Gaffalione is a king of opportunity. If he sees something that could be found here, I think Got Stormy has a chance. And then the only other horse I want to talk about is the 8 Blowout, Joel Rosario.
Yes.
This horse is just going to come out firing at the gate, and somebody else is going to have to catch up to him. And if it falls, it falls. I think they'll deal with that. But this buyer figure for this 8 Blowout is just insane. 130 at the front, his early speed. So, I mean, the horse is just going to fly. And I think that's okay with Chad Brown. And it worked for him last time. Mile out last time in his last race, Churchill Downs, he just sprinted. Like they let him go out of the gate and just nobody could catch up to him in a grade 2. Grade 1's a little bit more of a step up. So maybe it doesn't get it done here, but I could see it, maybe coming in 4th. But that's all I got for this. That's all I got for this big one.
Yeah, I agree. I think that 8 blowout, another one very live. I mean, all these horses are live in here, man. It's a really good race. That's why it's tough landing on the one. If you take out all the names, and just look at the jockeys, the odds, and everything, I might not play the one because he's 9-5. And in these races, I mean, you could get a price on horses that have very similar races to the one who's 9-5. But Jake LaMotta said it. Give me a stage so this bull here can rage. And I just think that he is going to be a problem. I really do, man. I think he's too strong here. So 1-4 is the top 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and box the exacta. Might not pay much, but I'm hoping the 4 isn't the second choice. I'm hoping the 5 set piece is going to be the shorter price, the second choice, and maybe I'll get a nice little return on my exacta, especially if Casa Creed gets the best of Raging Bull.
Yep.
Good there?
Yep, we're good there.
Race 11, all you.
All right, we're going 5.5 furlongs on the turf. This is a $90K allowance race, 3-year-olds. We got a special here, right? We got the S squared for here on the 3-year-old special allowance.
Starter allowance.
Starter allowance. Okay.
Yeah, starter allowance. Never get started which have never won 2 races.
Oh, okay. So these are one pump chumps.
Yes.
In this race. All right. I got it 7-3-5-13. What do you have it?
This was this is a tough one. And I've had some really good success the last couple of weeks of hitting the last race. I've hit the last race 3 weeks in a row. So I'm trying to keep that going. I'm going to do I wish I should have said it earlier. I'm going to do a late pick 3 in the last 3 races I'm going to do my top choice in the 9th race. I'm going to use 2 horses, 1 in the 4 in the 10th race, and I'm going to use 2 horses here in the last race. And the 2 horses I'm going to use are going to be the 10 and the 4. So the 10 is going to be my top choice. I got it 10-4-3-9, but I am going to play a late pick 3. I forgot to talk about that earlier. So the 10, Phantom Smoke, Joel Rosario, Christophe Clement, 200,000. I like its race 2 back when it won at 52,000, came out, stepped up into a little bit of a weird allowance optional claiming race. He got hit at the gate. So without actually seeing how hard he hit the gate, I don't know how much that affected him, but maybe it affected him enough to be 4 wide, as it says, and finish 6th. So I'm drawing a line through it since he hit the gate, and I'm going to go with acting like this horse is 1 for 1 in his life, and maybe he makes it 2 for 1 out of some horses in this group that have had a lot more chances. You got horses that have raced 16 times, 7 times, 5 times. Horses only raced twice, and he won 1. So I think he's got a good shot, and he's 5-1. West Point Thoroughbreds, another owner I like to play a lot. They're gold. They got the gold with the black star and black sleeves. They're gold cap. They're got some cool silks. So I like playing them. I'm going with the 10, like I said, in the 4. Dr. Blue is another one who I think is pretty interesting for John Kimmel. $100,000. Jose Ortiz. Johnny's hopping off of him. Johnny rode him the last 3 times. Didn't do too well. Twice as the favorite. So wondering if maybe Jose's getting the switch here because they want to ride him differently. It's my thought.
So I have it 7-3-5-13. The 7 Lunas in Charge hasn't won in a while, but has a chance to surprise with the new jockey, and he won't be 5 to. It's 5-1 now. I don't think it'll be 5-1 at post time. I'm sure. I like the value, so I just like for that horse. I also like the 3 Frat. You have it on your list. I have it too. I think Tyler might get a chance to get a clean winner here. This horse's early speed figures are insane for a 5.5 furlong race. I think it might, and it's a winner last time out. I love this price. It's 15-1 right now. I hope it's not. I hope it's that at post time, because I'm taking that horse for probably like $10. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a 15-1 horse, and I think it's got a chance. The 5 Clamor, Junior Alvarado. I think Thomas Bush and Junior Alvarado found a niche here in this 5.5 furlong, because Clamor was great in its loss, because it lost to Lyrical Poet, which was one of my best bets. It ran a great race. It just got beat by Lyrical Poet. I don't know if any of these horses in this race have a Lyrical Poet type of spirit that has that kick, but maybe it does. And then the last one I want to talk about is the 13 Big Wonder. I think is it Jalen Samuel? Is that what his name is? Or is that just a running back for the Pittsburgh Steelers? I have it.
I thought it was until you said that. Now I don't know.
So
Jalen Samuel. Go ahead.
No. Jalen Samuel is a pretty good running back for the Steelers, but if he's moonlighting as a jockey, that's pretty good. I
don't think there's too many jockeys that are playing in the NFL.
Yeah, right. Jesus Christ. So Samuel rode Big Wonder last time out, got second place. This horse has got decent speed figures for being 15-1 right now. And it's got 3 out of 4 in the money at this distance. So, in such a field of whatever, it's got a decent price. So maybe you'll look to put that in an exotic. Maybe I might do a 7, 3, 5, 13 superfecta and see if I get lucky here. But
I tell you what, RJ, if that superfecta comes out, it's going to pay a lot of money.
Ass loads. I hope 13. I hope it goes 13
3.
Yeah, exactly. Something like that.
That 13-3 combination would be insane at 15-1 and 15-1.
But the early speed figs are about the best in the bunch. Both of them are like 100 and something and 99. So it's only 5.5 furlongs. We're getting here quick. But 5.5 furlongs at Saratoga plays big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not like 5.5 furlongs at Gulfstream Park kind of gets up on you real quick. Saratoga, I think it's just the bend around the corner when you're turning that corner is just, you could get lost in it. You know what I mean? A horse can get really lost in that bend.
Yeah.
So it plays very big for such a,
Yeah, because they always say the biggest difference between Belmont and Saratoga is like Belmont has the big sweeping turns where Saratoga is more narrow, but they're still like, they're just so long.
So long, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, I agree though. I like what we got there. Again, shout out as always every week. Shout out to DRF. That's where we get everything from. It's where we, find all the magic. And we wouldn't win a lot of money if it wasn't for them. And we've won a lot of money so far this year. We're doing well. We're doing well.
We're picking winners at a higher clip than some people that have nice lucrative jobs on Fox that I won't name.
They don't have much hair, but they got a good job, so we'll leave it at that.
Yeah,
everybody should know who we're talking about.
Yeah. So
RJ, as always, thank you, my friend.
Anytime.
Let's win some money tomorrow.
All right, let's do it.